football fans, Brad Nessler here with my partners in crime, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. The mercury will stay low today in this game between the Temple Owls and the Wisconsin Badgers. It's been non-stop, hard-hitting football so far early in the season, and we hope to continue that as the season goes on. And here come the Badgers. The Badgers are pretty confident coming into this one, Kirk. It really doesn't appear to be much of a contest.
Wisconsin comes into this football game led by their quarterback, and he's such a leader, Brad. Believe me, he won't buy into any of this pregame we're going to blow him out hoopla. He's a focused competitor, and he'll be ready to play.
I agree with you on this one.
I'm picking the Badgers.
And they're ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Number 22 fields it in the end zone.
You got to go out there and compete. Be a competitor.
They'll get the ball here at the 16. Number 1 lines up in the shotgun. And snap. Tackle. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
You got to take what the defense gives you here.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on their own 18. Temple lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. Looking. Across the middle. Got him on the run.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
I love a good draw play. You got the defense thinking pass, then you run the ball for a nice gain.
From the gun. And they'll run him again. He tries a stiff arm, and down he goes. That's a 3-yard pickup.
I'd run the counter and play with the defense a little bit.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 36-yard line. Temple in a 4-wide set. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
Rolls right. He's going right. Someone got a hand on it. And that pass falls incomplete because it was deflected.
That's great defense right there, Brad. That's something the coaches always remind their players to do. Get a hand up in the face of the quarterback.
And the punt team will come out. It's 4th down. It's off, and it is a dandy. And it's out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Great start so far as their defense forced the early punt. And now the offense gets a shot at putting the first points on the board. They'll set up shop at the 30. One-man backfield. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He has some room. And they make the stop. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Again, he'll get the call. Big opening. And he's tackled. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39.
On the 39-yard line.
Wisconsin lines up in a shotgun set. Across the middle, and it's caught. They'll bring him down. A 7-yard gain that time from the play-action pass completion. It's 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball on the 32. Wisconsin comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Broke away from one, and he stopped behind the line. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
3rd and 4, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. They line up in the jumbo set. Inside give, and they got him for a loss. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot of breaking clean.
Temple takes a timeout. The Badgers line up with 2 tight ends. Back to pass. He's going right. Got him on the run. It's 1st and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. The Badgers come out in a shotgun. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Tried to run the draw, but they stopped him in the backfield.
That draw play had no chance.
So it's 2nd and 10. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Wisconsin goes with the ace set here. Across the middle. Batted ball. It falls incomplete.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kurt, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
3rd and 10. This is the 9th play of this drive. Number 7 has 5 receivers lined up here. He drops back. He's looking under heavy pressure. He's going right. Finds a man. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defender had... And he hits the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin lines up for the kickoff. He hits a booming kick. Number 22 fields it in the end zone. The offense comes back down the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
Well, they had something going, but were unable to get any points.
I'd run it down their throats here. Nothing too special.
They'll go to work at the 18-yard line. One man backfield. Handoff up the middle. Yuku, and he's taken down. Nothing gained on the play.
No gain on the play.
The key here is making sure the offensive line gives the quarterback plenty of time to find the open receiver.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 18. The Owls set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Looks. Throws to the middle. It's deflected. And the linebacker makes a good defensive play.
The thing I like about this play is he made the play without getting pass interference. This is a good football player. You got to execute in this long yardage situation. Just take the snap and wing it in there.
Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Red ball. Play again. On the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still
So instead of
third
moving
down.
forward, they'll move a few yards back.
Boy, I hate to see guys making dumb penalties like that. I'd come out throwing here. You know you got a ways to go for the first, so I just approach it like any other play.
Back to pass. Looking. He's rolling right. And now he's going to run. Got some open field. And he's shoved out of bounds. What an outstanding third down conversion.
Yeah, and he showed pretty good quickness there, picking up a nice gain.
Good quickness and very good decision-making. Not a whole lot going on as far as throwing the ball there. He makes a wonderful decision, bringing it down and making a big play.
On the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there, running the football by this guy.
I'd run the option right here. It's one of the hardest plays to defend.
It's 1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. Number 1 lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. Rolls to the left. Throws it to the outside. Into traffic, and it's picked off. What an interception by the cornerback.
I love it. A defensive back with soft hands. This kid can play.
They'll take over at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Badgers come out in the ace formation. Lost the ball. Fumble. And he is drilled. They turn the ball over to the defense with that fumble, and the head coach has got to be upset with his halfback after that one.
Any coach would be upset after his running back fumbles. The first thing a running back learns is how to grip and secure the football.
Well, hopefully he shakes it off and forgets about it. There's nothing he can do now.
As a coach, you love mismatches. In this case, if the slot guy is covered by the linebacker, you may have a nice play.
Temple lines up with 3 receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. Finds the true freshman. A pickup of 5.
5-yard.
There's really not a bad play to call in this situation. As a player, you just have to execute the play that the coach has called.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 27. After a quarter of play, our score is Wisconsin 7, Temple nothing. 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Owls come out in the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking. Rolls to the right. He might not be able to get the pass off.
They may be expecting pass here, so maybe a little sneaky draw play might work.
Number 1 with 3 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Looks. He rolls out to the right. Pressure coming. He decides to run with it. Ball's loose.
They call it the red zone when you're inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Number 1 lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. Rolling out to the right side. Fires a bullet over the middle. It's tipped.
Everyone had a shot at catching that pass.
Especially the guys on defense. There was no one open, and he threw it in there anyway.
2nd and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Owls come out showing 3 wide. Back to pass. Looking. Rolling out to the left side. He goes downtown. He goes up and gets it. It's a touchdown. The wide receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
But he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Over 4 minutes remain in the 2nd quarter, and our score is Temple 7, Wisconsin 7. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Number 21 fields it at the 2. He jukes. It's on the ground. Number 27 with a recovery. They'll get the ball here at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line. First and 10.
The Badgers come out in the ace formation. He drops back. He's looking. And they got it. And the defensive lineman comes up with a big sack.
That's a great individual effort right there, but I'll tell you what, the reason that play was successful was because they came with the blitz on it.
You're right. They sent one more guy than they had blockers for.
It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 8. Ace backfield, drops back to pass. He's going right. His receiver has it. They'll bring him down. That one worked pretty well.
So it's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open, to create a good separation from the defense.
Third down and 3 coming up. Ball on their own 23.
23-yard line.
The Badgers come to the line with their jumbo package. Third and short, and they'll throw for it. Down the middle. Got him on the run. And we got an injured player on the field.
Looked like he got hit in the head.
First and 10. Ball on the 33. Wisconsin sets up in the I. On the ground with the tailback. Shakes off a tackle. Tackle. The offensive line got a really good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. Second and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. The D-line shifts over. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Great play, taking him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, he shot out of his stance like a cannon and exploded into the backfield.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Wisconsin comes out with an I formation. Here's a counter play. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
This is a heads-up play by the linebacker. He's playing run and had his eyes on the guy carrying the football from the get-go. Good defensive play.
Wisconsin ready to put this one away. Number 94 gets it off. Number 6 takes it at the 23. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 21. Wisconsin has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. And it's the senior. Knocked out of bounds.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. Number 1 has 4 receivers lined up here. Up the middle. Brought down. 0 yards on that play.
You got to go out there and compete. Be a competitor.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 39. Temple comes to the line. Only one man in the backfield. He drops back. Down the middle. And it's incomplete.
That ball should have been picked off.
This quarterback had too much faith in his arm that time.
Well, that confidence almost led to a change of possession. His man wasn't even close to being open.
And this impact linebacker is fired up down there. Back to pass. Looks. Rolls right. Wants to throw outside. Couldn't haul it in. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
You got to punt the ball in this situation. No doubt about it.
They send out the punting unit. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Number 88 signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 13-yard line. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
Take over at the 13-yard line. First and 10.
They come out with 4 linebackers. Here's the give. Tackle. Wisconsin calls a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 17. The Badgers set up in the gun. Throws to the middle. Picked off. What a catch. I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
People tend to think that guys play corner if their hands aren't good enough to play wide receiver. As we just saw, that's not always the case.
Sometimes it's actually the opposite. Some guys play receiver instead of corner because they don't want to hit or tackle anybody.
Take over at the
They'll go to work at the 32-yard line. The Owls with 4 receivers. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled. They'll get 2 on that one.
With the carry, gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8. Ball on the 30.
30-yard line.
Temple sets up with 4 receivers. Drops back to pass. Looking. He's rolling right. Complete. They'll bring him down. Well, coach's short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
He drops back. He's looking. Throws. And it's caught. That looked like the same play they ran just a moment ago, guys.
You're exactly right. In fact, that was the same play as the one before.
Yeah, and the reason for that is they feel they have a defensive mismatch out there.
Temple lines up in a shotgun set. Looks. Wants to throw a screen. Complete. And he's shoved out of bounds. Guys, what a play by the defense to snuff out that screen.
They were ready for that one, weren't they?
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 14.
14-yard line.
Number 1 with 3 wide receivers. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped them yet. Throws it to the outside. Touchdown, Temple. Outstanding play to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
It's almost as if the receiver told the defensive back, "You think you can cover me? I'll see you in the end zone." Yo.
And he hits the PAT. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, Temple 14, Wisconsin 7. Number 13 is lined up to kick this one off. Kicks it off. Number 21 takes it from the 6. Tries to shoot at the 30. This defense did a nice job last time around, forcing the interception.
And now you'll find out how much faith they got in this kid. Do they run the football or they let her rip?
The Wisconsin
They'll take over at the 34-yard line. Looks like they're going to make them nickel and dime them.
First and 10.
They'll throw on first down. Looking. He's going left. And he pulls it down. Wisconsin takes a timeout. It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield. The offense better get that defensive tackle blocked up. He can make plays. Back to pass. He's looking. With the throw. Brought down. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he could make any moves to break loose.
Wisconsin calls a timeout. Second and 7. Ball on the 46. And we'll probably see how far he can throw it, as it should be the last play before the half. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Looks. He's got to throw it in a hurry. This one's thrown deep over the middle. Comes up with a jump ball. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. And we'll go into halftime here with a score all day. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments were made as we prepare to start the second half.
88 back deep to return.
Kicks it deep. Number 1 fields it in the end zone. Makes a move. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll set up shop at the 19.
At the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Single set backfield. On the ground with the tailback. And they hit him in the backfield.
They sent the blitz and drilled the running back before he could find any daylight.
Second and 11. Ball on the 18.
18-yard line.
The Badgers come out in the ace formation. Down the middle. And he dropped it. Dropped by the wideout.
Number 1, the intended receiver on the play.
Third and 11 coming up here. Ball on the 18-yard line. And they have 3 receivers bunched. He drops back, looking, and down he goes. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
Wisconsin lining up the punt. He gets it off. A little juke. Number 6 takes it at the 49. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 44. Number 1 back in the gun. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. They'll drop him for a loss.
Look at that. The blitz just threw off their blocking assignments. And that's why this running back is looking for his mouthpiece right now.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Owl set up in the gun. He's looking. Rolls to the right. Throws this one out to the right. Incomplete. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coaching.
It's third down and 11 to go. Ball on the 45. Number 1 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looks. He rolls out to the right. No one open, so he's going to run. They'll bring him down. A big gain on that quarterback scramble.
Boy, defensive breakdown here. Good defense. They had everybody covered, but they left the quarterback with a lot of running room.
The key word is but. Good defense, but you got to keep your eye on that kid.
First and 10. Ball on the 24. Ace backfield. They go with the toss. And down he goes. He picks up about 4 yards on the toss play.
Tell your kids that this is where they earn their stripes.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Number 1 is back in the gun, drops back to pass, lets it fly, and it's caught. Little shake and bake move, and he's going to lose yards on this one. They're stopped 2 yards behind the line.
Third down. That means you don't have any room for errors. I just throw it.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. They line up in the shotgun. He drops back, looking, rolling out to the right side. The true freshman has it. Tackled. The defense didn't stop the pass, but they stopped him short of the sticks.
And that's the important thing here. Allow him to make the catch, but make sure you tackle him before he gets to the first down marker.
Here comes the kicker. He'll try to put his team up by a field goal. He gets it up, and it splits the uprights. Let's take a glance now at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks it deep. Number 1 fields it in the end zone. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll go to work at the 16. Linebackers move over. He just brought down. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8. Ball on their own 18.
18-yard line.
The Badgers come out in a shotgun. They'll make the sack. So the defensive end forces his way through the line and gets to the quarterback.
What an athlete. Oh, yeah, he is a big-time playmaker, and he's only in his first year on the field. That's a scary thought, my friend.
Third and 13 coming up. Ball on the 13. Number 7 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws this one out to the left. The senior makes the catch. And they fail to convert for the first down.
Well, the offense hates to see that. The defense, again, coach, stepping up.
The defense is important. It wins football games for you.
The Badgers are lining up to punt it away. Punts the ball away. Number 6 calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 39. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. First and 10. Ball on their own 39.
39-yard line.
The Owls line up with 4 wideouts. They'll give it off here. Juke move. And he's taken down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield. Number 1 has 4 receivers lined up here. Keep it on the ground with the tailback. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
As a quarterback, you got to be aware of what the defense is throwing at you.
It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. The Owl set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Rolls right. Across the middle. That close to being intercepted.
He's asking to get picked off.
That was a close one, all right. If no one's open, there's nothing wrong with tucking it in and trying to pick up the first on the ground.
Now it's third and 9 coming up. Ball right around midfield. They come out in a nickel. He drops back. He's looking. He's rolling right. He fires right. Here he goes. And now he makes a move. He's all the way down to the 6. And they convert the third down with a long pass play.
You're right, Brad, and that was a long pass play. As a coach, you got to appreciate it when your players come out and perform like these kids are doing right now.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The Owls come out showing 3 wide. He's hit, got away, and they make the stop. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
Temple lines up in a goal line set. Touchdown, Owls! Well, that's how you get it done when you're down by the goal line, Coach.
When you're close like this, you tell your guys, get in there, push, shove, and block. Just get the ball in the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Number 1 fields it in the end zone. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
20-yard line.
They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. They shift on their defensive front. They're going to pitch it. Defense running him down. Throws it to the outside. Down the sideline. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Goodbye. And that's a second time today these guys have been able to hook up for the score.
Boy, he really looks comfortable in that end zone, doesn't he?
And he hits the PAT. So with under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th, the score, Temple 24, Wisconsin 21. Number 10 looks ready to kick this one off. He puts it deep downfield. Number 6 fields it in the end zone. He jukes, loses the football. Number 88 recovers a loose ball.
The key here is making sure the offensive line gives the quarterback plenty of time to find the open receiver.
They'll take over at the 17-yard line. Number 1 is back in the gun, back to pass, looks, rolls to the right. Here they come, and down he goes. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Is it too high? No, he got it.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame him. It's pretty common to see a run on 1st and 2nd down, but this offense is keeping them guessing. You got to pound it and pound it inside until the defense calls for mercy here.
This defense is looking to their impact corner to make a play. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Brought down. And they move the chains once again.
And that's what they need. Move the chains and keep the other team from getting their hands on the football.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. On the ground with the tailback. They'll bring him down. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5.
I'd sell the pass here, and then I'd hand it off to my halfback.
It's 2nd down and 5 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. 3 wideouts here. He gets another carry. There's a missed tackle. He has some room. Look at the strength. And he's taken down.
And remember one thing that this coach said. They will force it down this defense's throat until they prove that they can stop it. Tell your kids that this is where they earn their stripes.
1st and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive. And the impact linebacker has turned it up a notch. Again with the run. And he's stopped behind the line. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
2nd and 13 coming up here. This is the 7th play of this drive. They'll work from the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He rolls out to the right. Throws off balance. Got it. And he's turning in a pretty good passing game. That was his 3rd touchdown through the air. And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Number 1 fields it in the end zone. Tries to juke. Now we see the offense come onto the field.
And you know who's trembling right now? That defensive secondary.
The secondary should be trembling after all the yards that they gave up that last time.
They'll get the ball here at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Badger set up in the gun. They'll throw on 1st down. Across the middle. Incomplete pass.
Whoa. Excellent play on defense.
That's pretty much the best way to make sure the receiver doesn't catch it. He just put his pads on him the second he touched it.
Yep, and out came the football.
Number 7 lines up in the shotgun. Throws. Got it to the senior. Brought down. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
3-yard gain on the play.
3rd down and 7. Ball on the 18.
On the 18-yard line.
And the impact D tackle is in the zone. He throws it, and it falls incomplete. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys play football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
4th and 6.
From the gun.
On the 18-yard line.
Uh-oh, high snap. Steps up in the pocket. Got it to the senior. And down he goes. Wisconsin comes out with 2 tight ends. Throws it to the outside. And it's incomplete. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Wisconsin lines up in a bunch formation. He drops back. He steps up, throws down the middle, picks it off. And that was their 2nd interception of the game.
Return to a gain of 2 yards.
I just let the players go out there and have some fun here.
Take over
It's
at
1st and 10.
41-yard
Ball on the 41-yard line. Number 1 has 4 receivers lined up here. The counter. He has some room. Tackle. Wisconsin takes a timeout.
Everyone should know this one. Now go make it happen.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21. They come out in a nickel. They go with a run. There's a stiff arm. Brought down. Wisconsin calls a timeout.
The defense calls a timeout.
You got to go out there and compete. Be a competitor.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. Gets that one. And they make the stop. About 4 yards on that play.
You got to play it safe here and keep running the football.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 15. Temple comes out in the shotgun. It's a direct snap. Missed tackle. And down he goes. He made the tackle, but I think he got a little help from his face mask. Let's check with the referee.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You got to get back on defense and line up. That's going to cost him a timeout.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than seeing teams run up the score.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage, and he takes a knee.
What I would do here is to give the fullback the ball and just let him, boom, straight up the gut.
They line up in the jumbo set. The Owls come out showing 3 wide. Here's the call from the referee.
Red ball. Delay of game.
So they'll move back 5 yards after the delay of game. It's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 13. On the ground with the tailback. Tackle. What do you have for us, Coach?
I got rushing yards, 100 of them. That's what this player's done so far today.
You know, Coach, that's not too bad, is it?
You betcha. He's not done yet.
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. And he'll just kneel it here. And that's the end of the game. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Wisconsin probably feels they should have won this game, but they just didn't make enough big plays when they needed to.
We look forward to calling more games of NCAA football 2006. But until then, our final score in this one, Temple 31, Wisconsin 21. For Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler with our final goodbye. We'll catch you next time.